your picker, your transfer sheets, then your board. So we have different pattern of board depending on the pattern you want to use. So here I'm using the straight pattern, so I've poured my stone on the board. I just want to pick 2 lines. I don't want to use everything. I don't want to pick everything from the board. So once you pour your stone generously on the board, so what you just do is to get a piece of cloth or a foam. If you have a foam, it's better, but if you cannot lay your hands on the foam, you can just get a piece of fabric. So once you pour your stone generously on the board, you just use that piece of fabric to sweep it out. You use it to sweep the remaining ones out. So as you are sweeping the remaining stone, the remaining stone out, the stone will be entering, some stone will be entering inside the holes that is already in the board. I don't know if you get my explanation. So as the stone are entering, you pack the remaining. So that is why you need to sweep it gently, so that as you are sweeping, you will not pack the one that has already entered inside the hole. So you just sweep gently. As you can see here now that I don't have much stone again. I've packed most of the stone. I'm only left with few ones on the board. So here I still have some holes, you can see in this video. So what I'll just do is to use my tweezer or picker to pick the stones, the remaining small stone on the board, and use it to fill the holes. So that is what I will do next. So after filling the holes, I will just use the picker to take the excess stone. We will still have some stubborn stone lying around your board, so you just use the picker to remove them. As you are removing them, you can use some of it to fill some holes that are in the board, and then you can remove them. You can see now that I'm done picking the board, and then we don't have any other stone lying around this pattern. So the next thing for me now is to pick up my transfer sheet. So this transfer sheet, I think is 300 naira per yard for now. So what you just do is to buy the one you'll be needing. So, and it can also be reused. So once you take the transfer sheets, you just measure the size that you need from the board. So if you are picking all the board, you just measure the length of the board, then you cut it out from your transfer sheet. So you can just cut, and if you are not using all the board like me, you just measure the area you want to use out of the transfer sheet. So I've already measured it, so I've cut it out. So this is what I'm using. I want to pick the line one after the other because I want to reuse the transfer sheet. So after I'm done sticking the first line on the fabric, then I will come back and pick the second one. So if you are not using your stone immediately, you cannot use this method. So you will have to pick everything at once, then stick it to the other one, then come back and pick the second one. So here I've removed the gumming part from the transfer sheet, so I want to place it on my design now. So if you want to place it, just place the pattern once at each end. just place it once at both ends. Don't put it on the left and then move to the right. If you do that, you will have your stone disarranged. So after you stick the transfer sheet to the board, so just pick up your pieces of fabric, then apply a little bit of pressure at this stage. You need to apply pressure at this stage so that your stone can stick to the transfer sheet once, so that when you want to remove the stone, you will not still, when you want to remove the transfer sheets, so you will not still have some stone left in the board. So you want to apply a little bit of pressure here so that everything sticks at once. So after you are done with this stage, you just remove your transfer sheets. It's as simple as that. So once you remove your transfer sheets, you can go to your heat press or stoning machine, whatever you call it. You can just go there, put your fabric, then place it anyhow you want it to be, anyhow you want to arrange it. You will just go and stick it there. But if you want to keep your board, your stone design, so you will just put it, you just stick it to the back one, the part that is not gummy. You put it back, then you keep it till you need it. And if you want to sell it, of course you can sell. If you want to sell it, you stick it to the back, then it's ready for sale. So this is my heat press. This is the one that I want to use. So you make sure that you on it is already hot. Make sure that it is hot before you bring it down. If it's not hot, I don't know, maybe it's applicable to all heat press, but for me, for my own, I will make sure that it is hot before I bring it down. So once I bring it down, so I allow it to rest for a while. My own machine used to notify me once the stuff is done. So as you can see, I will just remove it from the fabric. So as you are sticking the board, the stone on the cloth, you might still have some stone not sticking to your fabric, some stubborn stone. So what you need to do is just to remove those stone, or if you have other ones that you've not used, you will just use your picker to fill the remaining holes as I'm doing here. Hope you understand. So just use your picker to pick it, then you fill the hole. So that is what you do. And when you're done, you use your heat press as well. So this is the final look of the stone. You can see it's very beautiful. I made this collection for Ileya for kids, so I just say I should show you a little process out of it. So this is what I made for children. The ready to wear I made for children for Ileya sales. I made them in is from age 0 to 10 years. So as you can see, so I actually sold them and then I made sales. Yeah, thank you for watching. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. I love you. Bye bye.